Good morning, YouTubers. T-Square with T-Square Talk. Have I got a great video planned out? And I don't say that all the time. I do say that sometimes, but some days I'm like, we're just going to talk about silver. I got a great video planned out today, so I hope you guys enjoy it. We're going to do a package opening, and we're going to talk about silver. But the package opening is really cool. I know some people may disagree with what's in here. There is a reason, however. I may have made a little bit of a mistake and overbought this month. It does happen. However, I overbought with a coin that I believe I can get my money back really quick on. Now, some people will say, no, that's not true. You're going to lose the premiums. But if you can get the right deals, my opinion, I do tend to go a little overboard sometimes. I went a little overboard because I believe this price range that we are currently sitting in at the time of filming this video on Monday night, really late, maybe early Tuesday morning, I think we are in that price range where one of two things is going to happen. Either the price is about ready to jump, or the price is going to come down, but it's only going to be on paper because I'm not convinced people are going to sell at super cheap prices. That's my personal belief. Could that be wrong on this one? There's a possibility I could be wrong on this one, only because there's some strange things at play right now. Some really strange things, in my opinion. You know, you have, I really don't even know if I should mention this because I don't know if the video will get slapped. You got everything going on with the 27, I'll say, 25, 27. Some of y'all know what that means. Mr. T himself and not me. And you have a lot of other stuff going on with, essentially now more stuff is coming out with the whole event that took place surrounding him this past week. That what we think might have happened is he may be a patsy. And I'm going to kind of talk a little bit about it while I open this up. There's just some strange stuff that happened with him. And the last time events like this happened, it happened during Kennedy. And so I went a little overboard and I bought this super light package. And I only went overboard because when you see the other, if you've been following the videos, you already seen what I opened up the last couple days. And you're about ready to see a crazy, crazy package opening coming very soon. And so because of that, hey, what's that? I don't know what that is. Let me pull that real quick. I don't know what that is. I've never seen that before. This package right here, it is from Universal Coin and Bullion. They are a company that I've been buying from for a long time. Oh, that's super nice of him. So originally I would put a lot of the info from Universal Coin and Bullion in the videos. However, I actually just found out Chris Tribble, who's a good friend of mine, actually left the company recently. When I reached out to them looking for a super awesome deal, I always am calling looking for deals. I actually got switched to a new representative. So that's what that was. That was just some of his cards that he had put some in there. So just that way he asked if I would swap out the person, Chris Tribble, and put his information since he is going to be the one now. I guess that's assigned to me for the time being. So Todd Birdwell. So if you decide you want to give him a call, you can. That's his information. He's a super nice guy. And I will also put that information below. You can call them if you want. Don't if you don't. This is not a endorsed video by any means. It's just I got a package. I tell you guys what I get. I tell you guys where I get it. I'll even tell you guys the price I paid. So that none of that bothers me at all. I actually got an amazing deal because if you are a member with them or you're on their mailing list, you find out about all the deals that they run all the time. And I know some people with the recent pullback may say that's not a super deal. I think it was a good deal when it happened, and I still think it's a decent deal today, although it could be beat. So you guys know, well, I probably shouldn't show just yet the price until I open it up. Otherwise, you guys be like, now I don't have to watch. Because the prices were amazing. However, there was a limit. I could only get 2 of these right here. Just make sure there's nothing else in there. So I could only get 2 American Silver Eagles at an amazing price, only $33 a piece. I think that's a good buy, even if you can only get a couple. I've been asked numerous times, why so much plastic? Why do you keep your coins in plastic? Because Universal Coin and Bullion, they send all their coins in plastic. I think that's a nice feature that they do that, and it adds to it. So we'll put that right there, and I'll show you this in just a minute here once I open up this, because it kind of relates to that. And some people are going to be like, gold? Why would you buy gold right now? We're going to talk a little bit about that. And some of you guys are gold stackers, and you guys will understand why. You guys are already on board with it. But me, I had to purchase this because, like I said in the beginning of the video, I think something big is about ready to happen. I thought it was crazy, the huge payment shutdown that happened overseas and then swept in some stuff, affected some stuff in the United States. I think that's a sign of something big about ready to happen. And everybody felt it. A lot of people felt it. If some people didn't even know really what happened. There was a lot of speculation out there. However, I think that it's a little bit paranoia maybe, and maybe nothing is going on, but I think some big things are at play here, and I think this is important, what's going on. And I believe in gold and silver, not only because ever since I've been buying it, it has always gone up. I mean, even this coin, I actually remember selling one of these to my friends. I gave him one when I first picked it up. I gave it to him for $240 and told him, I'll tell you what. He was debating getting into this stuff. And I said, I'll tell you what. I just picked this up, $240, and you can buy my lunch. And he ended up doing it. And at first, he came back to me. He's like, I probably shouldn't have bought that because I've been hearing about how I should be buying bigger coins if I'm going to buy them because I'm paying too high of a premium on this little stuff. And to a point, yeah, that's true. However, this is a guy that was on the fence of it. He didn't know if he wanted to get in. And now looking at that, you're not going to touch one of these for $240. Not at all. And I ended up picking up 4 of them today. So I picked up 2 Eagles, 4 1/10 ounce gold Eagles. I'm going to show you the price. I'm going to tell you the price. Like I said, I don't keep stuff secrets from you. So 4 of them came out at $279 a piece, which was an amazing deal since literally they're $300 to $340 depending on anywhere you look. They were up to $340 for a little bit. And then they've started trickling back down a little bit now because some of the fear is over. And then the Eagles at 33 times 2 came out to 66. So I think it's a great opportunity. Now, what's going on? So I got to say first, because I went overboard, I ended up getting gold. Because gold for me is the easiest thing. I could turn it around and give them to someone right now and get the exact dollar amount back for them. I wouldn't do that unless I need to. I overbought because I'm a little nervous. I think the opportunity, the window, some people will say the window to be able to buy precious metals is coming to an end. I don't know if I believe that, but I believe that the window to buy them cheap is coming to an end. And anytime I have an opportunity to pick them up for what I consider cheap, and I consider this cheap right now. I also picked up, a lot of silver that will be coming in the next couple days, a lot more. I picked up some more gold. in the previous videos that I showed you guys. I think it's important that people have not just precious metals, but food, water, a means to protect that, a security plan in place. And then I believe in precious metals. I think precious metals not only have been going up, but I think it will continue to go up. There's a lot of uncertainty right now going on. As they've looked more into what happened with Mr. T last week, there's a lot more speculation out there. And some people are saying that, this is just trying to get us into a new WW Part 3. I don't know, but I can tell you if something did break out like that, we've already got too much uncertainty in the world, and it's a little nerve-wracking when stuff like this comes out. And let's be honest, we've made a lot of enemies around the world. That's factual. And I think that there's a possibility that now they're looking for ways to undermine us. A lot of people know that to be the case, but some people believe that's speculation, and it could be to a certain point, but you can't go wrong, in my opinion, with gold and silver. I did a video yesterday where I talked about when Mr. T is back in, the economy's going to get better. We're going to be drilling more oil. The prices are going to come down. Inflation is done. He is going to single-handedly take out inflation. There was, for me, a lot of stuff that happened almost 4 years ago that didn't add up in my personal opinion. I'm not going to get too much into politics, but it didn't make sense to me. And I think that anything could happen in the upcoming months, and I want to be as prepared as I am. I am also talking to another friend of mine where, we've talked, and, once you've got your precious metals, you have your insurance policy. You could quit buying, and just keep using the money and go about your everyday life like everybody else. And, there's a possibility if nothing happens and things get better, that I kind of want to start traveling more. I just can't really do that just yet because of my situation. I want to travel overseas. And in order to do that, I had someone say, are you going to be able to stop stacking? Well, here's the thing. If you travel overseas and you stay there for any long period of time, it's kind of difficult to be stacking. Let's be honest. You're not going to be a full stacker in the Philippines because when you eventually leave the Philippines, it's going to be very difficult to get your stack back to the States because there is a limit how much you can bring over. And I mean, when you think about it, you can see right here how quick this stuff adds up. That's $1,200 in such a small little boom. 8 orders of this, and I've already exceeded my cap on what you can bring across borders. So, there's a few things to think about. Right now, I think we are seeing an incredible amount of resistance of the price going any lower into the 28s. We've seen as low as 28.70, 28.60. I mean, at a certain point, if the price did plunge, I believe a lot of people wouldn't be selling it. And as soon as we see some sort of a spike or some sort of an event, it's going to be hard to even get stuff at any price, I believe. Not just a higher price. I think the prices will even continue to go higher, especially on something like this. A lot of speculation on where gold is going to be at the end of this year. I would not be surprised to see $3,000 gold as a safe play. I would not be surprised to see $40 silver by the end of the year as a safe play. Will it hold those positions? Who knows? I think it's only going to keep going up. I think we've only begun the tip of the iceberg right now with the prices of precious metals. And I know some people out there, they're getting tired of hearing it. They're getting tired of hearing that precious metals are going to go to the moon. But we got to be realistic here. What is the moon? When people say precious metals are going to skyrocket, what does skyrocket even mean? For me, as long as they keep going up in value, I'm happy. Because here's the thing. If I needed a little extra money, I mean, you turn around, you could sell one of these coins, you could get the money if you need it. It's a savings account. And this is real in a world of junk. I hate to say it. A lot of people alive today don't know what it was like during the Great Depression. And I'll be honest, I don't even know what it was like during the Great Depression. The only thing I do know is I've watched a lot of videos of older people talking about how hard it was. I used to watch a old lady that she would do Great Depression cooking, and she would tell her stories. And she since passed away, because you think about it, these people, 1929, that's almost 100 years ago. Most of these people are not alive, cannot remember them events. They were maybe too little to remember. But here's the thing, it lasted a little while. So some people remember hard times. If you don't remember that, maybe you remember when inflation was wreaking havoc. I remember hearing stories from my dad that he could only get gas on certain days of the week based on his license plate, I think it was, or the last digit of his Social Security or something. These are stories. And then here's the thing. Some people will say, well, there's no real way to stop people. Well, that's true in a corrupt world. Even back then, if you knew the person that was at the gas pump running it and he tells you, yeah, go ahead and fill up, no one's going to know. It's an honor system. Here's the thing, though. In today's world, that would still work. People would be corrupt, cheat their way. However, I believe there is a digital currency coming very soon. I believe what just happened with these payment blackouts was just the tip of the iceberg of something bigger. I think something happened that day. It wasn't an update. I don't believe that for a minute. It could have been an update that they're testing out how they're going to shut the whole system down. A lot of people never even heard of this company before. So, there's a lot going on at play here, and I think they're going to roll out a digital currency. And for people that just think that, I'm going to have notice, you're not going to have notice, I don't believe. Because if everybody had notice of something big, a big event, they would make plans to bypass it. Very few people are willing to bet money on gold and silver right now because they think something big is going to happen. You can't do it based on your thinks. If they had factual knowledge, hey, next week at this time, we're going to end currency. No more fiat. No more, it's all going to be digital. No more paper. We need to get rid of cash. There's too much counterfeit out there. There's too much whatever. Nickel. Look at what's going on with nickel. Look how much nickel the United States imports. And when you think about it, think of how much nickel we have in our nickels. That's why I've told you guys time and time again, start stacking nickels. If it's not nickel, stack copper pennies. You can't really go wrong having that stuff. What's the worst that could happen? I remember saying one day that, if something bad happened, like an emergency, and I needed to, I cash in my nickels. Why? Because nothing has happened yet with nickels. But the day that something does with those metals, that's it. And I believe that our founding fathers knew that. And I think even government today knows that. The Fed knows that. That's why they're trying to get everything. Just like they took our gold in the early years and gave us paper, just like they took our silver in 64, just like they took our copper pennies in 82. Now it's everything. They're looking for any opportunity. You think the bigwigs ain't putting away pallets and pallets of nickels for what's coming? I believe they are. But I also believe they're putting away a lot of silver and a lot of gold. They know what's coming. I was listening to a video today where they were talking about the whole... you got to read these numbers for a minute, because if I say the whole thing all at once. 9, system, 1, and basically affecting the outages, 1. You guys can put those numbers together. But needless to say, the whole system potentially could go down based on, and some areas was affected by that whole blackout. Was that a test run for what's coming? Is there something bigger coming? Who knows? But here's, like I said, you can't go wrong, in my personal opinion, picking up gold and silver. Big banks are doing it. The elites are doing it. They know something's coming. If you're buying it, what's the worst that's going to happen? Do you really think gold is just going to outright plunge? Especially silver. And here's the thing. I own this. I hold these silver coins, which means once you have them, you have them. Is it the end of the world? No, I'm still going to get paid next week and next month. You know, you will too, unless I'm right and something big happens and you won't. And then you're really going to wish you had had some of this. So with that being said, I hope you guys enjoyed the video. I enjoyed it. It was a nice pickup. I showed you guys where I got it from. I showed you guys the price I got it from. If you want to give Todd a call, he seems like a super nice guy. I've only had one interaction with him so far. But it's a good opportunity, in my opinion, to pick up what you can. And there's a lot of other great places. I'm not singling out any one place. I'm just happy with them. And I always have been, especially with Chris. When Chris was working with me, I was always happy. And there's a few other places that I deal with. I will put the information below. Like I always say, buy from them if you want, don't if you don't. This is not me trying to solicit sales by any means. I'm not going to push anything on you guys. You guys got to make your own decision for yourself and for your family. Because the truth of the matter is, if stuff really does break down, your family is probably going to look to you for answers. You know, whether your idea for answers is constitutional, whether it's rounds, whether it's bars. Personally, I don't think it really matters. I just like 1 ounce coins because they don't take up much space. So, and gold, I like gold right now because, like I said, if I need to sell it because I over budgeted this month, I mean, I can and I'll get my money back. So with that being said, stand by for more. I do put out videos every day. I hope you hit the thumbs up button. Hope you help me out. I'm going to be broke for the next 2 months eating peanut butter and jelly and ramen noodles, but I believe it will pay off. So thank you all for watching. Hope to see you guys again. And if you got any good ramen noodle recipes, I might need them because that's what I'm going to be eating. Take care, everybody. Have a great day. Bye-bye.